One would hope the Derek Chauvin verdict would see the media and the Democrats tone down their divisive, race-baiting antics. Both have been eager to push the narrative that America, and indeed all the Western world, is systematically racist.
The knee on the neck of justice for Black Americans, profound fear and trauma, the pain, the exhaustion that Black and brown Americans experience every single day.
The Democrats and their media operatives have done their best to whip up racial tensions with reckless rhetoric before the verdict was even handed down. We had the incredible situation of the judge speaking out about politicians weighing in while the jury was making their decision, after Democrat Congresswoman Maxine Waters made some very dangerous commentary that was tantamount to incitement. But US President Joe Biden couldn't help himself.
I'm praying the verdict is the right verdict, which is, I think it's overwhelming in my view.
Even the guilty on all charges verdict wasn't enough for AOC.
It's not justice. And I'll explain to you why it's not justice. It's not justice because justice is George Floyd going home tonight to be with his family.
And the guilty verdict hasn't been enough for BLM protesters who were getting ready to riot but have so far settled for this racist screeching.
We don't want you here. We don't want you here. We don't want you here. We don't want you here.
That was in New York, where white diners and restaurant owners were told in no uncertain terms that they were not welcome. Meanwhile, we had Nancy Pelosi making this bizarre statement.
So again, thank you, George Floyd. So again, thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice, for being there to call out to your mom. How heartbreaking was that? Call out for your mom. I can't breathe.
What happened to George Floyd was abhorrent. It was disgraceful, and a jury has found that it constituted murder. But the glorification of this man by the Democrats and the media is a little bit off. After all, this was a man who had committed terrible crimes, a man who had terrorised an innocent woman who he robbed at gunpoint. To paint him as some saint to be worshipped shows just how intellectually and morally vacuous the left have become.